Vodaple Resources Private Limited.
Welcome students to an enriching learning journey ahead with Vodaple Resources. Class 4 English. I'm your teacher Avi. Here are your friends.
I am Whoopi.
I am happy.
Dear students, today I am going to teach you Chapter 4 My Mom's Sari. Let's begin. Appy, can you tell us what things remind you of your mother?
Yes, whenever I hear the soft clinking sounds of glass bangles or the jiggling or twinkling sounds of anklets, it reminds me of my mother.
Today's poem is about a sari. A sari is a long, colorful piece of cloth that Indian women wear in a special way. It's a traditional dress in India that shows culture and elegance. It's like wearing a beautiful, flowing piece of art. Different parts of India have their own ways of wearing it. Women often wear saris for weddings, festivals, or important events. Now, recite the lines along with me. A trip down memory lane. With those innocent childhood days, thousands of sweet memories strike in the treasure box of melodies alike, hidden in the beautiful 6 yards that are woven in magical hues of yarns. These lines set the tone for the poem and indicate that the speaker is recalling her past, specifically her childhood. The phrase, a trip down memory lane, suggests that the speaker is going to revisit and recall moments from her earlier years when life was easy and carefree. The poetess tells us that her mind is flooded with a lot of memories. She further adds that the memories are valuable, that is, they give rise to positive feelings and bring her warmth. She uses the word treasure box to suggest that these memories are like precious treasures stored away in her mind, waiting to be revisited and cherished. She uses the term 6 yards, which refers to the Indian sari that is 6 yards long. The poetess describes the sari as beautiful and mentions the magical hues of yarns, highlighting the love, memory, and protection woven into its yarns. The sari symbolizes something important and memorable from the poetess' past, and it holds the memories of her childhood days. Let's recite the next few lines together. With each one of its folds, heaps of nostalgia unfold. The folded soft supple in a square, rolled and hid to show it wasn't there. When it's on the washing line, it appears like a gigantic pine. When it's on the ironing line, billows like a flag of mine. Each fold of the sari seems to contain a treasure of recollections from the past. As the poetess explores the folds of the sari, she is reminded of her childhood and the emotions associated with that time. The sari is described as soft and supple, indicating that it stands for comfort and beauty. The act of rolling it up to hide it suggests that it is carefully preserved because the poetess is attached to the memories that it reminds her of. The mention of show it wasn't there may mean that even when not in use, the sari is still very important to the poetess, even though it is out of sight. When it is washed and hung on the washing line, it seems like a huge pine tree, especially when the wind blows on it. When it is on the ironing board, it looks like a flag. In both situations, the sari looks very big and dignified. Now, let's recite the next few lines together. tucked in with grace so divine, with twinkling bangles sparkling shine, the plaits that hang on her shoulder, I love to wrap around my arms. A big fan of that broad pallu, stash me from angry ballu, washing off the dirty hands, wiping it with a big fan, running out and saying, catch me if you can, holding the pallu so tight, learning to deal with the world, with her as a guide. The poetess describes how her mother gracefully tucks the plaits of her sari and wears shining bangles that make a light ringing sound when she moves her hands. She loves the plaits that hang over her shoulders and wraps her arms around them. The pallu is the loose end of the sari, often worn over the shoulder. It is described as a form of protection, as it can hide or shield the poetess from someone named Ballu, who is described as angry. The poetess recalls washing her hands and using the sari's big fan, possibly referring to the pallu, to wipe them clean. The phrase, catch me if you can, suggests a playful interaction between the poetess and her mother with the sari and its pallu. The poetess learns to deal with the different challenges in life with her mother as a guide and teacher. And since her mother wears a sari, it is associated with a symbol of guidance and support that the poetess gets from her mother. Let's recite the last 4 lines together. The whiff of the umpteen hugs, the priceless pleasure of snug, that made my life so bright, emanate from the aanchal of life. The poetess tells us that the scent of the sari brings back memories of the countless times she has hugged her mother, the positive feelings of security and comfort that she felt when she hugs her mother have brightened her life. The word emanate means to originate or to flow. Here, the poetess talks about the feelings of joy and comfort that originate from the sari. Epi, can you tell me what you learned from the lesson?
The poem conveys the sweet memories of childhood, which are a treasure box for every child. We have had a lot of good experiences with our parents, which we cherish. The attire and style of a mother influence the children.
Very good, Epi. Let us now move to grammar. Today, I am going to discuss different kinds of adjectives with you. Let's revise the concept of an adjective. Look at the screen, observe the images, and think of words to describe them.
I can help you.
Yes, go ahead.
Here are some words that can be used to describe them. Huge, big, large, sharp, red, delicious, tasty, sweet, red, comfortable, big.
Thus, we can conclude that words that describe a noun are called adjectives. Let's test ourselves, students. Observe the sentences on the screen and identify the adjectives in each of the sentences.
I can tell you the adjectives.
The ferocious dog is black in color.
The highlighted words ferocious and black both describe the dog.
She is a graceful dancer.
The highlighted word graceful describes the girl.
The king loved his beautiful daughter.
The highlighted word beautiful describes the king's daughter.
Their house is old and shabby.
The highlighted words old and shabby describe the house.
Rohit flew a colorful kite.
The highlighted word colorful describes the kite.
Wow, absolutely correct. Now, let's try and understand different kinds of adjectives. We will learn only two types of adjectives, even though there are more than two kinds of adjectives. Look at the sentences. She is a beautiful girl. This mango is sour. The words beautiful and sour tell us about the quality of the girl and the mango. They are examples of an adjective of quality. An adjective of quality tells us more about the quality of a thing, a place, or a person. We can identify an adjective of quality by asking the question, of what kind? Appy, can you help us identify the adjectives of quality in the sentences?
Sure. The colorful flowers bloomed in the spring garden. Her sparkling eyes lit up when she saw the birthday cake. His soft blanket kept him warm on a cold night. The words colorful, sparkling, soft, and cold are adjectives of quality.
Now, let's understand adjectives of quantity. An adjective of quantity answers the question, how much? It does not tell us the exact quantity. It is generally used with uncountable nouns. There are enough apples in the fridge. He has put a little milk in his coffee. There are some mangoes on the table. The words enough, little, and some are adjectives of quantity. Observe that they answer the question of how much, but do not tell us the exact amount. Appy, can you help me identify the adjectives of quantity in the following sentences?
Sure.
Can you give me some money?
Can you give me some money? Here, some is the adjective of quantity.
There is enough food for all of you.
There is enough food for all of you. Here, enough is the adjective of quantity.
There is a little milk in the jug.
There is a little milk in the jug. Here, little is the adjective of quantity. Thus, the words some, enough, and little are all adjectives of quantity.
Thanks once again, Appy. Now, let's test ourselves.
I will help you. I will read and answer the following sentences. There are many boys waiting to be interviewed. The tall giraffe reached for the leaves on the high branches. The supermarket had a few ripe mangoes left on the shelf. The words many and few are adjectives of quantity. The words tall, high, and ripe are adjectives of quality.
I think you all have understood the adjectives of quality and quantity. Thank you for joining us. Keep learning and exploring with Wood Apple Resources.